All right, everyone, and welcome back. My name is D-Free, and for today's video, we are going to be taking a look at the new patch notes for Marvel Snap. So we're going to go over the patch and talk about the changes that they made. And if you guys want to see me do these types of news videos, be sure to leave a thumbs up, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and let me know if this is something you're interested in. I mean, you guys know, if you've been around for a while, you see me do this on my other channel for years now, so this is nothing new. You guys know how this goes. So if you want to stay up to date, let me know if this is something you're interested in. So they put out this new update courtesy of the Snap page. So let's see what they say. It should also be viewable in game, but like for me, I can't see it on Steam. I'm sure if I check my phone, I could see it. All right, so new features. Titles have been added to the reward pool for collectors reserves on the collection level track. Titles are now visible in the matchmaking screen when you load into a match. Let your opponent know what's up. Okay, so titles just conceptually are cool. I mean, if you have like some cool ones like the Destroyer, or not a card name, but like you're the Destroyer, you know what I'm trying to say, or the Hero, like that's not really, it's very generic, bland, but those are examples. So if you're not sure, if you're not understanding what this is, it doesn't really do anything for you. It's just a form of customization. You've probably seen something like this in other games, right? It's cool, like conceptually, I don't really mind it, but what I do mind is them adding it into the collection reserves. I do not. Okay, so if you're not familiar with what that is, I don't want to see any more of this, but I will show you what they're talking about. Let's just. So pool 3, they call it, I think, card. We'll see what they call it, but pool 3 starts around 475, I think. And what happens here is, instead of getting guaranteed cards, you know, like you do early on in the game, you start getting the random chance at stuff. Contains mystery cards or currency. So let me fill you in. There's a number of cards in pool 3 where you start getting these. A number of new cards that are really powerful, like Iron Patriot, Mystique, Jane Foster, I believe, is in here, Destroyer. In fact, I think Daredevil's added in here too. There's a number of very powerful cards, and a lot of the cards that you need for these decks to be at their tippy top once you get through progressing. However, there are card variants. There is currency, like I don't really mind getting currency in particular, but I don't want to see it half the time. But there's the 2 currencies in there. There is the profile icons, which are just the worst. These things, these are the absolute worst. Look how many I have. I don't want to see this anymore. Actually, I'm gonna change to Spider-Woman. There is those in there. I think there's a couple of other things in there too. But what they're saying is they're gonna add titles to that. And what that means is it's effectively just a way for them to pad out pool 3. They're gonna have to do something, okay? Because there's a number of cards in the game's database, like you can see them online, that are just not released cards yet. And if they're gonna add them to pool 3 among all this other garbage, for lack of a better, like, I'm not really mad at it, but I don't like them filling out pool 3. This is just not. All it does is serve to make you have to play more. Now, there is apparently collector coins coming out. I'm gonna reserve judgment until we see how those work, because those are supposed to be a way to guarantee yourself some cards, because there's no agency over what you get once you get into pool 3. It is completely and utterly random, and you can go like, I've gone like 7 or 8 of those collector's reserves, which is a crap ton of levels, without even getting a single card, or a new card as well. So like, it's really something I don't want to see. So anyways, let's see what they say for the updates. Character logos have been added to avatars within the avatar selection menu to more easily understand each avatar represents. We were just there. Character logos have been added to the avatars. Huh, let's go back there. We were literally just there. The name thing? The name thing wasn't here. Is that what they're saying? They added the name? I did not even know that was in Baku. I've seen that one so many times. I did not put 2 and 2 together that was in Baku. Okay. I mean, I guess it's not. I'm not really mad at this. It's kind of, you know, it is what it is. So let's go back here. I've seen this so many times. I did not notice that was in Baku whatsoever. All right, boosters earned after a match will now favor cards with less than 20 owned boosters. Okay, I don't know how the system was previously for what determined what boosters you got. The way it always seemed to work for me, and I didn't really bother looking into it, was that the card that either won you the game or the card that had the least amount of boosters was the one that I would get boosters for most of the time. But more often than not, it seemed like in a lot of matches too, it could be really random. Now, this is easily cheesable with Agatha. Agatha is a guaranteed way to collection level because she will always steal all the boosters. She controls the game, and then no matter what happens at the end of the match, she steals the boosters for herself. So that Agatha is the only character in the game that does that. So she is able to guarantee a level up. So this could be more useful because it's really easy to go a long time without upgrading the cards you need to upgrade or want to upgrade as well, because it's really random, like I was saying at the end of the match. And then when you get, oh, that's what else is in those collector reserves, freaking boosters for random cards and stuff. Dude, that's so annoying, getting like 10 boosters or something for I don't care about a card I'm using, like, you know, so that type of stuff is in those collector reserves too. But yeah, it could be easily pretty random. Ability to resize gameplay window with default to 60 FPS on PC. Interesting. I'll have to check that out. Okay, but that's just the Steam version. All right, art and visual effects. Foil and prism card mods have been improved. The background art for cards with foil and prism mods should now be more visible. Card upgrade sequences have been sped up and added the ability to skip midway through. Thank God. The card upgrading thing where it goes animated, frame break. It was cool the first like dozen times, I guess, but then it got really like old to me. Where it's like, okay, can I just click through this, please? It looks like they added a way to speed that up. We'll test that. Lots of additional visual polish and updates to the game's user face, buttons, game board, and more. So this is just stuff you're gonna have to see as you play. Updated card visual effects for Magic to reflect her recent ability adjustment. They adjusted Magic again? Added click and hover states to many buttons that did not have them. Okay, they adjusted Magic again? Magic is so powerful, unless they're saying the one that they did previously, right before beta, right when the beta ended. So first and foremost, let's see the frame break stuff and all that, the mods, right? So here's just the base Agatha. Here's one with this mod on it. Base, just regular. Okay, yeah, I guess they are a little more visible. You can see them also like pulsating or flashing right here on the screen. Oh, whoopsie. I gotta remember to do that, my bad. Sorry, I'm working a few different things right now. So here's just the Agatha effects, and here's just the base. Well, this isn't even the base one, is it? Oh yeah, it is. It is the base one. Okay. So yeah, that's nice. Very pretty. Yeah, they have different effects on them, so that's cool. I mean, they already had those effects, but they're a little more visible to see. Now we're here. Let me actually pull up Magic. I'm sure they're gonna tell us in the blog, but I'm gonna spoil it now. Magic, where are you? Where's Magic? Here you are. You can't play this on turn 6. On reveal, change a little. So it's the same effect. Maybe they're just something I didn't see, or they're just talking about the last time. Okay, let's go back. Okay, so the next thing on our agenda. New location sounds for those locations. Okay, so this is something I've been doing way back in the early beta. This game didn't really have too much voice acting or audio effects or visual effects. They've been slowly but surely adding these things in. The audio effects are really funny. Like, what's that one where you're not supposed to play anything there, and the dude, like, it zooms in on his face and he's like, So some of these are really funny. All right, balance updates, card updates, updated functionality of Wolfsbane and Dagger to count unrevealed cards when determining their power gains. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. Wolfsbane particularly needs that. Dagger, I think, picks that up whenever she moves. I don't actually have Dagger, so it's super annoying. But let's see what Dagger was doing. On owned cards, Dagger was a low drop, right? Like a 3-drop. She's gonna be around here somewhere. Actually, let me just let me do search for move. There we go. 2-drop. When this moves to a location, +2 power for each card your opponent has there. Okay. Yeah, I don't have Dagger. I like the move deck, but I'm missing some of the best cards for it. Okay, so I guess that makes sense, and we'll see what they were saying about Daredevil here now. So Okay, so Daredevil is now available in Card Series 3. Okay, the highest. So he wasn't in Pool 3 apparently. I think he was, but they didn't update it. Nick Fury has, I just realized I didn't show you the dagger. I'm so sorry. I will remember. I've got to, next time I do this type of video, I've got to have everything open like the right way. I'm going to do that right now. Daredevil's now available. Nick Fury has been added to the random pool. It is now possible to get Nick Fury from random sources like X-Mansion and Agent 13. I saw somebody do that earlier, actually. Okay. Bug fixes. Buttons on the card details will no longer overlap in full screen on PC. Fix an issue that would cause location art to briefly show. Okay, so there's not really, I mean, Jubilee no longer triggers on play effects for cards like Angela, Bishop, and Lockjaw when she pulls them from the deck. This is a nerf. Was that not intended? Why wouldn't she? Interesting. Was that really just not intended? I guess it makes sense for Angela and Bishop. I didn't even really consider her doing that, the card she's pulling. But it was particularly crazy with Lockjaw. Because you could pull, like there was some crazy loop with her and Lockjaw where she would pull and Lockjaw would flip and it would just be, oh my God, stuff could get crazy. So I understand it. They have the same type of effects where it says when you play a card here, do X, Y, or Z. It's just kind of weird because like I said, I get it when you think about it, why it wouldn't work that way, but it had been working that way for forever. Let's see if there's any more shadow nerfs in here. Okay, anything else? Avatar stuff, whatever. Mystery card icons and ranked rewards no longer clip over the tooltip. Fix an issue that would cause cards to disappear. Made the Android back button functional on more screens. Tapping a variant you've already bought no longer has an overlapping sold message. Cool. It doesn't appear. Wong. Okay, here's some stuff down here. Wong's VFX should now move with the card. Oh, yeah, that was a funny glitch where if Wong was forced to move locations, his like seal or whatever that he was putting on the board behind him would stay. That was a really funny one. Mr. Fantastic should now play properly when he or the location he's on moves. Okay. Visual effects, more visual effects. Asgard / Ronin combinations cause AW snap errors. Okay. Many art fixes. Okay, so there's not. Fixed a rare case where players could get locked in this tutorial if the Sentinel is waiting part. Okay. There's not really any other like shadow nerfs like that in there. And then they have some known issues. It's a bunch of stuff. Miles doesn't get his cost reduced if he's moved to a location with a card that will destroy him. That's funny. I've noticed myself a ton of different issues. More so on Steam though. As you see, a lot of these are down here at the bottom for like PC. Okay. Well, that's pretty much it. I mean, this post was honestly kind of irrelevant. I don't think this really, I understand why they did, obviously. I just didn't feel like there was much here. So, okay. Well, I'm going to go ahead and conclude. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Hit that thumbs up and subscribe. For the next one of these, if you guys want to see more, I will definitely be more organized. I didn't realize how much flipping back and forth I would be doing. So forgive me for that. Have an awesome day, everyone, and I'll see you in the next one.